right, folks, good morning. It's John Gray here with Coach John Olive on the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show after a ball game last night with Giles County, and the Tullahoma Wildcats are now 8-1.
It's good to be 8-1.
Been a while, hasn't it, Coach?
It's been a long time, and these young men find a way to win, and that's. I told the seniors last night, from where they had started to where they've gotten the program back to is just unbelievable, and it's a tribute to them.
It certainly is.
And this game last night typifies them.
Well, they started. They played for a while with a group of kids that came through a couple years ago who just seemed like they never could figure out how to win.
Well,
and this
just
bunch
didn't have enough athletes.
Yeah.
We had some athletes, but in the game of football, you got to have more than one or two athletes. You have to have a group. And if you watch our defense, from the second quarter on, we're missing our two starting linebackers, but we can still close to a football.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. And on those teams in 15 and 16, we'd have one or two really good athletes, or three. Just didn't have enough for the sport of football. There, yeah. And so that's the big difference. I told one of the reporters last night that was talking with me that the 2015 team, they, for 2 years, were 0-19, and they were at Giles County in week 10. And Giles County was rolling along, getting ready to go to the playoffs. They're going to go be, I think, a state quarterfinal team that year. And I can remember the seniors talking about in their preparation that week, are we preparing to win our first ball game, or are we preparing to lose our 10th game just to be done, get out of the season? And we played our tails off against Giles County, went back and forth with them until we finally fumbled the football, and we couldn't slow them down. We just didn't have enough speed on the defensive side of the ball. But what I'm trying to say is that group played their hearts out that night, and we ended up getting beat by 3 touchdowns, and we're ahead of them in the third quarter. Right. So I mean, once the dam broke, it broke. And so these guys would have been sophomores on that team. 16 it'd be the 16 team, and they would have been sophomores on that night. But it was a great lesson, and something that just stands out in my memory of how they approached a ball game in 2016. Now, 2 years later, we're battling to get our 8th win in a season, and we're against Giles County. And this time, Giles County is fighting for their playoff life because of having to forfeit football games. And I mean, it was a very intense ball game, and I hope entertaining ball game for the fans, because I mean, we didn't play as well as I'd like for us to, but it was a great high school football game.
It was, and one of the takeaways that I got from that game early on was, and I don't know, I don't like fall break.
I want to go there.
Well, but I can go there. We I don't know how many offsides penalties or motion penalties.
Well, part of that was my fault. Okay, we didn't do a very good job of getting our offensive line prepared for that shifting, and I don't know exactly what they were yelling, but they'd wait until your quarterback started his cadence, and then they were yelling move or shift or whatever. But we didn't get our young men, so I'll take blame for that. It wasn't the fall break. It was that we just didn't do a good job. We didn't simulate it in practice at all for them. We talked to them about it, but we should have been simulating that in practice. And should have had it down pat, knowing exactly how they were doing it, and they were waiting until the snap count and so forth. So from that standpoint, we had some stuff happen after plays that, again, I made a mistake I knew how Giles County was going to approach the game, and we talked about how they would try to intimidate us and try to be more physical than we are. And
they talk a lot too, don't they?
Yeah, and we just didn't, we went overboard. And so we got 2 early penalties, one for taunting after, somebody tried to block one of our young kids and he won the battle, and then he stood over the top of him and taunted him, and you can't do that. And then we had another one that he's basically got mashed by the offensive guard, and he gets up and shoves him, and you can't do that, but again, it was our guys trying to, we had gone overboard at trying to sell. You cannot get intimidated.
Right.
And and so hopefully we'll learn from this. The last major penalty we had, again, just not thinking. It's a touchdown. We're 20 yards behind the football. Quit blocking. And we don't do it. We've got a young man that
going to win his fight.
He's going to win his fight, and it cost us a touchdown.
Yeah.
And so those are the type things that we'll get back. We'll work at that. Fall break is fall break, though. You just deal with it.
Yeah.
I feel for our other athletic teams. Our girls' soccer team went into their district tournament during the fall break, and that just makes it tough. And fall break's nice. I mean, people get to go on vacations and stuff. I took 3 days off myself and did all my honeydews. So I got caught up.
Good for you.
Yeah. Got caught
you got caught up in just 3 days?
Well, it was 3 hard days, I can tell you that. There was no room for anything else.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the first quarter.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for cool days and cold nights? We're here warming up to serve our community. Stroop Jacket Refrigeration would like to congratulate the 2019 class at Tullahoma. Go Cats!
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas, Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
I'm Mike Winton, your Democratic candidate for state representative. I'm the same type Democrat that your parents and grandparents were. I'm pro-life without question. I'm pro Second Amendment without question. I'm not concerned about whether we're red or blue. I want us to be red, white, and blue. Partisan politics is killing us. Contact a campaign that's for you. Mike Winton for State Representative. Go to votemikewinton.com.
Paid for by the candidate.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Our captains last night. Number 4, Sam Brock. I can't say enough good things about him. He is a role player, primarily on the defensive side of the ball and some of the special teams. Played linebacker last night.
Yeah.
Just because of how they were going to throw the football, they released 5 receivers all the time. So he played inside linebacker at 150 pounds maybe. Peyton Howard, who had a great week of practice, but then he got hurt last night in the second quarter, was one of the other captains. Rivers Jenkins, number 61, and then our permanent captain, number 9, Bryson Corn.
So we wanted to get ahead quick.
We wanted the football. They actually deferred, so we got the football, but that's what we wanted. And wanted to go after them here right off the bat. Bryson picks up 2 there. We come back, and their linebacker does a good job of taking away who we were going to, and Ben comes back to race, but we only pick up a yard, so we got a 3rd and 7 now. And Ben's going to get flushed right here. He sets up, and then if he could have just stepped up and reloaded and thrown, he could have gotten Matt Ross. But that's a lot easier done than said than done. I mean, once they started coming around in there. So we're going to punt the ball, and thought this was major. We punted it and changed field positions a couple of times in this ball game.
Yes, we did.
And ball's dead at the 13, and then this is, as I said, this is a really, really good offensive football team. A veteran quarterback, skilled players, 21, 24, 2, 14. They're all really good. 22 at running back.
And
their linemen
making the tackle.
Yeah, Sam made that tackle, and their linemen are really good. Wallace keeps it there, and Race Marin, who I thought played a great ball game last night, he and Hunter Jewell on the tackle there. And you know, you don't see it's a completely team sport there. They do a good job. They do a lot of the stuff they do, we do. We steal stuff from them, to be honest with you. They have some really dynamic designs. And there it was just a one-on-one route. Then they came back and tried to run the wheel, and we're in good coverage there. Here they go, just, you know, going to a quad set, and Zone just hit him right there. But I'm telling you, you got to have great hands to catch his footballs. He throws BBs. We would go with a corner blitz there. I thought Kobe was going to get him, and just didn't have a linebacker to pick up. Number 2 dragging across the field.
He's a pretty good athlete.
We knew what the play was, and we almost executed the way we wanted to. There, they just drive us off the ball, just running power at us.
And that's a pretty good sized running back too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're a good offensive football team. Hunter Jewell there on the tackle.
Right.
Ian Poe helping out for a short gain. And we get him running. Peyton comes and secondary contain and makes him throw it high. So it's 3rd down and 9. They're a no-huddle offense, so you have to get your defenses called, and you're going to run a waggle right here if I remember right. No, it's the screen, waggle screen. This is almost disaster for them as Matt Ross almost intercepts it. And then if number 2 catches it right there, it's disaster for us because he probably goes to the house. And Matt would have gone to the house if he tried to get it. And we're going to lose contain right here. You can see the defensive end. Matt just came down inside a step, and that's all Wallace needed. And he goes and gets the first down on a 4th and 9. They're going to make 2 out of 3 4th down plays here.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of punting went on.
Just quarterback power there. And Quentin Howard, I thought, played really well. He makes several big licks last night that stopped things. There's Sam Brock again, along with Race Marin, making the tackle.
Good job.
Race and Hunter Jewell hold them to a very short gain there on the flood route. 4th down and 5, and they don't get us. We don't watch the football. We listen to a quarterback's cadence, and so they get a first down. So that's 2 first downs on 4th down right there. And they came back and ran the quarterback ISO, power, whatever you want to call it. It's just like an old tailback, single wing day. And he does a great job of setting his blockers up. He's very patient, and then he's a really good athlete, so he can turn it loose. Caleb Stroop made the last 2 tackles. He's getting ready to make another tackle right here. He's going to make 3 tackles in a row. And here he comes. And there he goes into the legs. And so we're sitting there, fighting for our lives down inside the 5. This time it's Race Marin that comes, and he makes the tackle. Now they're going to try to sweep it the other way, and you'll have a hard time seeing this, but number 14 is the one that actually stops his momentum right there. And then 16, his brother, Peyton, and a host of Wildcats grab him and pull him backward. But it was Quentin that flew in there with his body and stalemated him. Then they're going to get a delay of game right here. So that helped us out a little bit. And that makes it now 4th down and just outside the 5. They try to run a little counter here. Hunter Jewell.
Great job.
Race Marin gets into his legs. Hunter Jewell grabs him, and down he goes.
I mean, and you'd think watching that play that his momentum would have carried him.
Well, it would have if Race hadn't hit him in the legs, and that took everything away from him. And then Hunter just wrapped him up. We open up trying to get it out of there, running Bryson Korn behind Ian Poe and Caden Bradford, 2 freshmen. And
0-0.
0-0, and
great defensive
we got to get
stand.
We got to get a couple of first downs and get it off our goal line. That's what we're talking about right now while we're huddled up on the sideline during the quarter break.
But that was a great defensive stand right there.
Absolutely.
Incredible. These guys have done it all year. They bow up, and of course you know how much I like defense, and I just love to watch them play when they do that. We'll be right back after this next commercial break.
I was looking for a bank that sees me as more than just a credit score or an account balance.
A bank that has my best interest at heart and will help me get better at managing my money.
That answers to me and not some stockholder somewhere.
A bank that's big enough to have everything I need. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards, but small enough to treat me like family.
Turns out, I wasn't looking for a bank at all.
Ascend Federal Credit Union. Banking without the bank.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree Southern Rose, and Sun windows, Traders grills, Quickset locks, General Shell brick, Yellow wood, and pass load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply, 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma. The Gondola, located at 412 East Carroll Street, is Tullahoma's oldest pizza, pasta, and steakhouse, featuring all kinds of pizzas, calzones, pastas, and steaks, chicken, pork, sandwiches, and seafood. Check out their daily specials on Facebook. And don't forget that on Saturdays, there's ribs and smoked Boston butts. Add a great variety of appetizers and desserts. And come on in, y'all. Gondola has it all. For carry-out, call 455-9738. That's the Gondola Steakhouse, located at 412 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Hey, Tullahoma, stop by McMurray's for all your personal and business needs. Copying and finishing service. That's black and white and color copying, 1 to 1,000. Scan, print, reduce, enlarge up to 36 inches. Brochures, carbonless forms, design services, foam core mounting, fax service, comb and coil binding, lamination up to 40 inches. Wedding services include wedding invitations, wedding programs, and napkins. That's McMurray's, 101 West OG Street, Tullahoma. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. McMurray's.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Open up second quarter here. Second down and about 6. And we give it to Bryson Corn, and he's going to get it out and pick up a first down. So we've got one of the first downs. We want to get 2.
Don't you wish you could clone somebody like that where you just knew you had one of them every year, a Bryson Corn going to show up every year?
Yes.
That's a great kind of a young man to have that can run as hard, and he's a pretty good blocker too.
Yes. We hit Jacoby for 8 or 9 yards, so I'm sitting there thinking, all right, we're going to get this next first down. And then we all of a sudden shoot ourselves in the foot here. And we're in trouble. So now we're going to leave ourselves with 3rd and forever.
Surprised we didn't get a flag here the way that guy flinched. But we got our share.
And we're going to hit Hunter Palmer, and Hunter turns it up and at least gets us out where we got a good chance of punting. Almost got the first down. He ended up a yard short, and we're going to end up with 2 people in motion at the same time, as we had somebody that forgot he was on the punt team. And Race, they got great return people. They've returned kickoffs and they've returned punts for touchdowns, and Race did a great job of holding and waiting and still being able to punt. That was a 51-yard punt right there. Ty Cox.
There we go. There's my man.
Tough to read him. They were trying to read him, and Ty takes quarterback like he's supposed to, but he made him think he was going to take the running back. Sam Brock does a good job there catching back up to the ball. He's actually on a stunt, running a blitz, and realizes the screen is on and turns, and ended up making the tackle. And Quentin Howard breaks that one up. yard running there. There, 2-2. Leaves it third down. And they're going to go with the quarterback, keeping it. And we miss him there. If we could have gotten into his legs, we might have stopped him short. But the one that went for his legs didn't hit him well enough to stop him. So they get a first down, and they're going to come back right here and throw it deep. And they got a couple of kids that can run. I'm telling you, 2 and 24 and 14, they can all fly.
First blood.
And they've got a new holder here. And Race Marion's going to put pressure on, along with Hunter Jewell. And the kick is not even close, so 6-0. And they're not going to kick the ball deep to us, as we've had pretty good success as well. Matt Ross, only thing I want him to do differently there is fair catch that one. You know, then if they hit him, then we'll get 15 more yards added on to it. We flinch. And we're going to do it again. And running out of patience here. Call a run play, and we got lineman pass proing, and that just did it.
Yeah.
We call timeout. We've had enough, so we have a little heart-to-heart session. And Ben does a good job finding Hunter Jewell on the crossing route, gets the ball to him.
We need score.
That's the one that I told you earlier that if he had pulled it down and reset, he had Matthew Ross earlier in the game. Good job of avoiding the rush, and then he just does a good job of throw it where nobody can get it, throw it near a receiver, but throw it where nobody gets it. And so good job by Ben. And we get 2 men in motion there because we didn't sit and hold, otherwise we'd had a first down. And instead, we lose 5 yards. So we're just kicking ourselves.
Backfield in motion.
Step up, make you throw, and good coverage. It would have taken a great throw.
That looked like it got tipped.
I don't know whether it did or didn't, but it was good coverage. We run the draw play, and they're not really rushing. I thought we might catch them bringing somebody out from the outside and get through there. 4th down, we're in no man's land. For us, just outside what I feel comfortable on kicking field goals. Ben comes off his primary target and hits Jay Collinsworth, but we're short. And so we give the ball up. And Race Marion going to pick it off. And not only pick it off, he does a great job returning the football. And they call us for a block in the back, though, so we're back out. And we got to get more intelligent. We cannot continue to have big-time games of penalties, and that's the thing. We've gone through a lot of games this year with only 2 or 3 penalties, and we've gone through a couple of games with a bunch of penalties, and we got to get it where we're not going through that. And they don't call holding on us there, and it was really good play by their defensive end. I was watching it this morning, and our tackle, Ty, he did everything the way he was supposed to. Their defensive end just spun out of it and did well. Come back here and hit Kobe, and he breaks tackle there and picks up a short gain. They're just struggling up there in the front. So we go from having great field position to where we're going to end up punting the ball back to them. As Ben tries to hit race there, one-on-one. Their coverage guy does a great job. And he makes the cardinal mistake, trying to get that oblong ball after it bounces. And Hunter Palmer comes up with the football, so we get it right back. We need to stick this thing in the end zone.
Now, quick.
And we're going to get the ball to Kobe. And he sees a little crease and goes and gets 5. And we can't get lined up, and we're going to end up calling our 3rd timeout. And it's the first time we've done that in a couple of years. But we just
can't get it together.
Weren't lining up. Couldn't get in the formation we needed to be in. We'll come back, do what we want to do here, and Bryson breaks some tackles and runs over some people. We block just enough so that he's able to punch it in the end zone.
3 of them laying on the ground.
Justice Chadwick puts it through with Ben holding and Sam Potee doing the deep snap. Will Stone on the kick. And again, the ball takes a favorable bounce for us. And Cooper Lawson drives him out of bounds. We've got 3 or 4 now on that kickoff team that are going downfield and making things happen.
Yeah.
Good pressure, but he just stands in there and completes it. And probably their favorite route right there, the 5-step slant, and he puts it in there on him.
Oh, get it. There you go.
Cox is going to get the sack right there, and then we're going to come right back right here, and he and Matt Ross are going to both get to him and get him sacked again behind the LOS. And so 2 straight plays there. Those 2 senior defensive ends have done well. And then they're going to get away with a push-off right there to get the separation, and part of life, but not a good part of life, is they score with 17 seconds left in the half. And we maybe couldn't have covered him anyway. He may have outrun us anyway.
I don't think so.
He definitely got his separation by putting his hand in the small of Q's back. And so anyway, we end up with them not being able to convert. 12-7, 17 seconds to go, and we just knew we had an opportunity there. If we could have held them out, be up 7-6 at halftime. But 12-7, still a ball game. We haven't played very well. We know we can play better, and that's going to be the message at halftime. Bryson running the football there, and that'll be the last play of the first half.
So, we're not down bad after a pretty sloppy first half.
Yeah, I mean, we're killing ourselves. We're putting our offense into 1st and 20s or 2nd and 15s or whatever. I mean, so we're just hurting ourselves big time. Defensively, we've given up 2 big penalties for unsportsmanlike conduct, and they're penalties that you can't have. And so, we're going to go back and reemphasize in practice this week. There'll be some extra conditioning to see if we can't understand for every yard that we give up in a dumb penalty. You know, there's a hustle penalty and then there are dumb penalties.
Right.
And, you know, we've got to do something that says, hey, you know, you can't do that because you're killing your teammates.
Right.
And so we're going to address that starting Monday.
All right. Well, you know, maybe, Coach, they just might not have had enough electrolytes.
That could be.
You should have had several cases of Deja Blue in there. You could have watered them all down. They could have filled up with electrolytes. And that, see, electrolytes fires in your brain to where you listen to what somebody's telling you. Maybe they didn't have enough electrolytes. We got plenty of electrolytes here thanks to Paige Lashley over at Sundrop. We want to thank them for being our water sponsor on the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show. We also want to thank Mio Mao, what a good donut, over there at the Donut Palace for supplying donuts to us for all these years. Stop over at the Donut Palace and get you something good over there. And we want to remind you that November the 3rd, I believe it's the 3rd, is the fundraiser, excuse me, for the Eli Grove Foundation. It's walk, run, and ruck, and you can be part of that. And every time at the Quarterback Club concession stand, you buy something from Legacy Creamery over there. It goes to help support the new facility.
Right.
It's going to be put together at the Tullahoma High School. So keep that in mind as well. And if you need a good tomato, you didn't expect that, did you?
I did not.
If you need a good tomato, go see Lester Harris at the West Lincoln Street Produce, right across from Tullahoma Drug on the opposite side. Used to be a restaurant, used to be Jimmy Farrah's flower shop. They got the best tomatoes in there year-round that you can ever find. Go get you a tomato from Lester. Tell him I sent you over there. Lester gave us a bunch of pumpkins and stuff to do some Halloween decorating with. So I just want to give Lester a shout out and thank him for that. And we'll be back after the halftime.
It's football time, and Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Shortstop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. It has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses. Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. Owner Nick Smith has made a great investment to remodel the inside, which is now a non-smoking facility, and add a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. To be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts. Donuts.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Giles County's choice for this half, they choose to receive the kickoff. I love it. And Kyler Parker gives them the reception, and Brian Nims recovers the football. And we take it over at the 31-yard line, and we open up running Bryson Corn. He picks up about 3. And this time we're going to throw it out to Kobe. Great blocking by 8 and 20, Jake and Matt. And he makes the last guy miss.
He's getting pretty good at making the last guy miss.
Yeah, it was all coaching. Yeah.
All coaching.
It's nice to have athletes that can break tackles and that they can make people miss them. And we take the lead 14-12 right off the bat. Will Stone on the kick again.
And then, boy, they can't
I'm
keep
telling you,
ball.
that oblong ball does a lot of weird things. Cooper Lawson,
great job,
making the play.
Will Stone.
And so we've got them backed up good and deep. They open up running the quarterback there, and Matt Ross, Caleb Stroop, Ty Cox on the stop. And they run a little counter there. And
got 6 Wildcats on him. Look at that. Isn't that great when they go to the ball like that?
It is. And, we're trying to get lined up here. We're Peyton Howard's our quarterback of the defense. And Kobe and company make the tackle there, but he's got the first down. We're playing now the second half without Peyton. We played the last little bit of the second quarter without Peyton. And good coverage there. Hunter Jewell, Jacoby Thomas. getting some pressure on him, and it looked like
great job.
You know, we were going to make him just throw it into the ground, but he actually gets it to his running back for a short gain.
Number 4 chops him down.
Yep. And then they try to come back to that one-on-one route, and Kobe was all over it, so we're going to force him to punt.
This is our first punt?
I believe it is.
Ooh, almost got that one.
It's on a hit and roll. And we're going to start at our own 39-yard line, and the first play is going to be a quick screen to Race Marin at the top of the screen there. We're going to fake the sweep one way, throw it back to Race. Sophomore Jalen Newsom makes that block right there to spring it, and then Race outruns them to the end zone. Great execution.
That was a great play.
Execution. So proud of Jalen getting out there and making that block. That's not the easiest thing to do for those linemen. So now we're up 21-12. But Giles County, I'm telling you, they're a good football team. They're not going to go down easy, and they'll come fighting back as Trent Parton forces the return man out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and here comes the power. And he picks up 3 or 4. Ty Cox and company on that stop. Boot. And we're in pretty good shape. We just got to tackle Wallace, which is
not easy.
A little tough sometimes. They had them covered, and then they ISO us there to the weak side, and they're on ISO us like 3 or 4 times right in a row right here. They say, well, okay, well, I forgot. They had that pass in there. And then they'll come back and ISO us there. They play action it there, and it may have been too late last night when I was watching this, but I think this is where they start ISOing us, kind of taking it to us. And again, there's no huddle, so they're swapping their personnel in and out. They've gone from a 2-back back to a 1-back, 4 wides. Same play, Ty made the play on the quarterback earlier, and this time he hands it off, and Sam makes the play, but not until he gets a first down. And then there's the ISO, and he's going to crunch it into the end zone.
With a big 71.
They're going to try to hit the pop right here to the tight end. We're okay there, but then Bryce just outruns us and gets it into the end zone, so it's 21-20. It's a ball game.
All of a sudden, here we go.
I'm just glad we're in it. They onside it, and they almost execute a perfect onside kick, but it hits the young man's leg right before it gets 10 yards. And we're very fortunate there. One of the bounces of the oblong ball. We go back to handing the ball to Bryce. We're going to come back and hand it to him again. Both teams trying to will themselves against the other, make the other one break. And that's part of athletics. Is, you know, Coach Torres likes to say, I'm either going to break your body or break your will.
That's it.
One of the two is going to happen. And that's sometimes harder to do than others. And so both teams are trying to do that to each other right now.
We have one advantage. We got a can of corn there that nobody can take.
We're getting ready to run him right here, coming right at us.
They're going to feed him some corn. Look at here.
He turns it up.
Look at here.
And
he could have cut around that guy right. Oh, no wonder he hit him. That's a little quarterback.
Yeah, he doesn't play defense very much, but this is how important this ball game is to them. I mean, they're playing for their playoff life because of the forfeits. Otherwise, they would have been a playoff team, and this game right here had just been two teams playing that are pretty good. And, but they're desperate. They're playing guys on defense that they only played in, third and whatever situation.
Look at there.
Bryson Corn, right up the middle, touchdown. That's the way to respond. So Justice will put it through right here and make it 28-20. And so ball game's on.
Still just one score away.
Race does the pop-up this time. And Anthony Barsotti, transfer from Ohio, made his way on the field on the kickoff team. And
get it.
They're trying to run a quick screen. Matt Ross putting heat on Wallace. The other defensive end, Ty Cox, making the tackle for a short gain. They come back. He's trying to scramble out of there, and Garrett Harris, sophomore defensive tackle, makes the stop for a short gain. So we got him in 3rd and long. And the quarterback's on a keep it and run right there. We've got him in a 4th down situation. Everybody's screaming, watch the football. Watch the football, don't jump. And
there it is.
We jump.
He couldn't have the coach. He wants to make a tackle. That boy's going to get on somebody.
We give them another 1st down, so we've given them a lot of stuff. Sam Brock makes the play there. Has to come out of the ball game. We're scrambling to put another person on the field. Actually play with an extra defensive end this time, but he has played linebacker before. Brian Nims makes the tackle.
Made a good tackle.
Good job there by Jacob Floyd. He doesn't get credit for the tackle, but he blew the play up. And if I remember right, it was Quentin Howard and Caleb Stroop that were actually on the tackle.
Cleanup crew.
And this time they're going to do the same look, but try to sneak a receiver behind us. And not able to pitch and catch. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, we've taken the lead, 28-20. We look like we can play a little offense finally again. Defense is fighting like crazy, considering that we're missing 2 starting linebackers, and we've had to play a little bit of that last series without Ty Cox. So they're just battling. Next man up.
And that's what these young men do better than anything else is battle. I don't know how long it's been since I've seen a bunch of kids that just throw themselves at it like this bunch does right here. It's amazing what they do. They are fun to watch, no doubt. Watch the 4th quarter. It'll be back in just a minute.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
La Fiesta Bar and Grill, located at 1410 North Jackson Street at the Quality Inn. The La Fiesta offers the freshest and best presented Mexican dishes in the area. The recently remodeled restaurant offers you all of your favorites, from chips and salsa to chicken, steak, and seafood dishes. There's a fiesta going on every day at La Fiesta Bar and Grill, 1410 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma.
Rush Bricken knows agriculture and farming is vital to Tennessee.
Rush Bricken supports our community and our faith-based charities.
On November 6th, you have a choice for your Tennessee State Representative.
I have the experience and background to be an effective Tennessee representative for you.
20 years on the county commission.
I'm picking Brickin.
40 years in business.
We're picking Brickin.
Vote Rush Brickin November 6th to the Tennessee State House of Representatives.
Who will be Mr. and Ms. Tullahoma Canine this year? Which dog will win the Best Trick Award? Find out at the Animal Shelter's Bark in the Park, Saturday, October 13th from 10 until 2 at Wagner Park. Help support the Animal Medical Care Fund during a day of barking family fun that includes dog contest, pup paw art, grooming, ninja slide, and more. Sponsorships, silent auction items, and volunteers are needed. To learn more, contact Teresa Holt at 454-9580 or visit our website.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, 3rd down 9. Giles County's got the football. Put some heat on him there, Matthew. And great play. I wish you could see that from the end zone view. Kobe Burks running stride for stride and takes his left hand and just knocks that ball away out of the air. So now it's 4th down. They try to draw us off sides. We finally don't jump. So now they have to call a timeout. Now it's 4th down and 9 again.
See if we can stop them.
And we're in good shape. Good shape. Take over here with the football. And we just couldn't handle the pressure very well. Again, Matthew Ross, when we see it from the end zone cut, it's going to be tough to look at. We're going to call timeout here.
He was open right across the middle, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was open right in the soft area there. And we're going to come back right here, though. This is a play we stole from Giles County, and it worked pretty good for us. We kind of like it. We may keep it. And we hit Kobe out of the backfield, and big 1st down. And we're going to try to run Bryson here. And, I mean, it's tough running. And he's a tough runner. He's putting those shoulder pads down and going forward. Ben Fulton, big play. Great job. They're keying on Bryson. He sees the little gap and pulls it himself. Makes it a 3rd and 1.
Does Cox play end all the time on offense?
He plays tackle. He starts at tackle, and then we sub. He rests on the on the offensive side of the ball. We try to keep him on the field defensively. 4th down. Big 4th down. And Ben Fulton's going to make a big play. He avoids the rush and tucks the ball away, makes people missing, and picks up a huge 1st down.
Well, that's 2 in a row for him right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I thought 2nd half Ben did a lot of maturing. And keeps the ball again. Look at him go. He's down to the 9-yard line.
They just know Mr. Corn's going to get that ball, don't they?
He's getting ready to get it, but this is the play I told you about. Watch 8 right here. If you want to see what football is all about, see where 8 ends up. Keep watching him. 9's running over people and getting the ball in the end zone, but 8 has planted his man 6 yards deep in the end zone. If you go back and you watch this on the replay, you'll see a blur coming in from the outside of your screen from the left. That's number 3, and he will absolutely rock somebody. And that's the reason Bryson could get started. And once he got started, he carries 3 of them into the end zone. you just, as a football coach, you smile. That's all I can say. If you played the game of football, you smile because you understand how hard some of that stuff is to do. And so great job. Justice gets the PAT, and we've got a little breathing room.
For a minute or two.
For a minute or two.
Let's not give anything away.
You know, just over 6 minutes to go in the game.
Which is an eternity.
And they're running the football there, those first couple of plays, which really kind of surprised us. We thought the shot plays were getting ready to come. And they're going after our sophomore corner, Jacoby Thomas there, and they're going to keep trying to go after him. They pick up the first down there, but I'm telling you, if they go at 5 yards a whack and we run off 30 seconds, we'll go for that swap. Here's the play action. They're going after number 2. Number 2 leaps up in the air and one hands that football. Jacoby Thomas, great play, great job. He's an excitement young man. Gets really excited.
Well, he should be.
Yeah.
He was about 3 feet off the ground.
Here we go. One of the greatest plays this year. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's by him. And now he's on break number 6. The only problem is we messed up and blocked behind the football. Otherwise, we just put the game on ice. That would have made it 42-20. And instead, made a major mistake.
And that was one of those not hustle mistakes, but other mistakes.
Yeah, well, you know, it wasn't a cheap block or anything. It just, you don't block behind the football anymore. That's just a no-no. You don't do it in the game of football. And, you know, so that's what we got penalized for. And
now we have to grind it out. An interception, a touchdown run, and now we're right back where we started. All over a little yellow piece of cloth on the green grass.
Yeah, so, you know, we're still moving the football some, but
and still in the lead.
It's right here. They're gonna get the pick, and it was 3rd down and 7, and so we thought we could fake a play that we had run 4 times, I guess, already in the ball game, and really sneak a wheel route up that sideline. But it was kind of one of those that you think you've got everybody on the same page, but we weren't. Wallace is going to pull it down, and hard to get him down. We've got 4 or 5 laid on the ground there. He's going to pull it down again. But again, we're eating time off the clock. Every time we tackle him in bounds, that clock keeps rolling.
The stick.
You know, so. And again, he scrambles out of there, but this time he gets out of bounds, so it'll stop the clock. And we just, you know, we're caught there. We don't rush very well because we've scrambled on us 3 times in a row.
That pass was almost perfect.
Yeah, well, he can throw a perfect ball. He's an outstanding quarterback, and they're going to run the quarterback sweep there. And Race almost got there in time to knock him out of bounds, but we didn't. So we're back down to a 7-point game and 2 minutes to play.
And we've got to get the ball right now. If they get the ball right now, they've got 2 minutes to score and tie or win.
That's correct. And we have a sub in the game, and they kick it out of bounds. So we will take over at the 48. We need a first down.
Well, that was too close for comfort right there.
They executed quite well. You know, this ball game could easily have gone in their favor. Bryson Corn.
Time to get a can of corn. Hold my
Second down. And we just can't find a gap to turn up in there that time. So that one didn't work out quite as well as we'd like for it to.
But you get to see the big man run here in a minute. Yes, sir, buddy.
And then we flinch. So now, 3rd down and 11. We're going to run a draw play. A different looking draw play.
See the big man run, mama.
That's the way to break tackles, and that's the way to pick up a first down.
That's ball game right there.
That's ball game. We're trying to line up in a victory set, and we act like we've forgotten how to do it. And
did we get a penalty for doing that?
No, because you can move sideways. You can go in motion sideways. So we're good. And then anyway, ball game ends there on that. That was the last play of the game, and our young men have gotten their 8th win of the season.
That's great.
And we will head to Maplewood next Friday.
That's right.
To play for the region championship.
John, for not just for me, but for some of the other folks that might not know, what section of Nashville is Maplewood in?
I would consider it northeast section, but
northeast.
I'm not that familiar.
So that's up Donaldson, up in that area, up in there.
It's up above Donaldson.
Oh, it's up above Donaldson.
Yeah, because
okay.
Donaldson, I think, is over there to the east.
Kind of east, yeah.
And it's on up. Best I can tell you is that if you go up 24, take Briley Parkway, go all the way around to Ellington Parkway and get off, and it sits right there.
Okay.
And or you can go through the downtown, and when you pass the Titan Stadium, then take Ellington Parkway and go out to that point that I just talked about.
So it's a good hour and a half, though, isn't it, probably?
Well, the last time we went there in 2007, it was 4 hours and about 12 minutes on buses. And we went from about eating the back of a semi at 50 miles an hour to knocking a car completely off the interstate because he wouldn't let our bus driver come over. And I mean, it was wild. We wanted to get it when we got off that bus at 6:42 for a 7 o'clock game. We wanted to kiss the ground. It was almost like we'd been out at sea. It was a wild trip. I came back and told our principal that it's not right sending us to the other side of Nashville to play. So this year, our quarterback club's in a little bit better shape. Our principal, Kathy Rose, has given us permission to leave school a little bit earlier. And we're going to go up to Nashville and eat a pregame meal in Nashville so that we only have a 15, 20-minute ride, hopefully, over to Maplewood to actually get to their facility. And then we're going to try to win a region championship against a very good football team. They were the preseason pick to win, especially after the Wallace kid transferred from Marshall County to Giles County. They became everybody's pick to win our region. They're a football team that went to the quarterfinals last year, got beat by Marshall County in the quarterfinals last year, had just about everybody returning. Their quarterback, Bobo, may lead the state with touchdown passes. Last time I saw, he had like 29 or 30 touchdown passes. They had a freshman named Sutherland that ran for like 150 yards against us last year. We fought them like crazy last year. They beat us by a touchdown. And then they get 6 transfers that come in that are starting for them now. And so you just sit there and you go, man, live, So, you know what? We're going to go play them, and we're going to try to get after them. And regardless of what happens next Friday, we're hosting a first-round playoff game November the 2nd. And we won't know who we're playing until we're either first or second. We'll have to find out who finishes third and fourth over in the other region that we match up with. And, it's exciting, and understand that your season tickets don't work anymore. Season passes don't work anymore at the TSSAA playoff game. if you have a coach's TACA card, if you have a TSSAA administrative card, that's the only people that get in free unless you're working the football game. You know, if you're official or a chain gang or whatnot, press box worker, you might get in. The school has to buy tickets for, like, if I get a ticket for my wife to come in, I have to buy that ticket. So just want everybody to know that the chairback seats are not reserved during playoffs.
Right.
If we win this Friday night, then we will be at home through the month of November until we're beat or we're going to Cookeville.
Okay.
Okay. If we lose, there's still a possibility of us hosting the first 2 rounds. But we're definitely hosting the first round.
Okay, you and I were talking before, and you said that this other region that we'll be playing against in the first round, at least the first round, or maybe the first and second round?
Well, that's just who we match up with, and it's Stone Memorial, Livingston Academy, Macon County, DeKalb County, and Crossville.
Okay.
And so 4 teams out of there will meet 4 teams out of ours. Our number 1 will play their number 4, and vice versa. Their number 1 plays our number 4. Okay. And our 2s and 3s match up.
So how does that look to you in a matchup with their history this year? Do we have a pretty good chance?
We like it.
Okay.
All I can tell you is for the last 2 years, our region has swept the first round games against theirs. So that means our number 4 has beaten their number 1. Our number 4 has been pretty good the last couple of years. And it'll be pretty good again this year because I think it's going to be Marshall County.
So with all of that said, we're going to end up, if the further we move through this, we're going to end up looking at Marshall County again, and maybe
Nolensville, Maplewood. We don't see those people.
We're going to play some of these guys that we'll
play all
already.
3 of them, but we'll play 2 out of those 3 in all likelihood in the second and third rounds if we can survive.
Exciting.
It could be if we can survive. As you and I talked earlier, we beat Marshall County by 1 point. We beat Nolensville by 10 points. We may get killed this Friday night by Maplewood. I don't know, but we may win, and we may win by a touchdown. We may win by a point. But either way, I think we can play with any of these people. And then if we're the number 1 seed, if we win this Friday and we're able to win in those playoff games, then the state semifinal game will be played here at Tullahoma.
Ooh. Wouldn't that be great?
It's our time for the semifinal game to come back this way if a number 1 seed is still in the playoff.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. If their number 1 seed is in and we've got a lower seed in, then it'll kick back over the other way.
Well, folks, that sort of gives you a wrap-up of how things are going and how important all this is. You know, Maplewood's not that far away. We're playing for a regional championship next Friday night in Maplewood. The games start at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Our young men have worked unbelievably hard and diligently to get here to this situation. And if any team I can remember in a long time deserves to have a pregame meal, it's this bunch of boys right here.
Well, I'm just grateful that the quarterback club and for all the support that people in our community have given to the football program. You coming to watch football games, we've already paid for our football budget. Everybody that came to that football game last night, that money's going to the other athletics that take place. And that's how we fund it. That's how we fund our programs.
That's how bowling gets funded and some other different things.
And so anyway, just understand, we hope that you enjoy watching, being entertained by these young men that fight like crazy. They're not perfect. None of us are. There are things that, last night, I worried about that I'd gotten too rough on 1 or 2 of our young men and broke them instead of making them. And, it's nothing perfect about it. But when you watch Tennessee, Alabama today, even as good as Alabama is, I guarantee it, their coaches are going to be upset about something.
Nick Saban's always upset.
Yeah, that we should have done this if we'd have just done that. And so anyway, that's the nature of the beast. And it's exciting, though. And my hat's off to these seniors. Yeah. And I think we're getting ready to run a special thing on the seniors.
Yeah, senior night.
It's not only senior football players. I think there's 10 senior cheerleaders.
We've got cheerleaders,
and I don't know how many band, but it would be a big.
Yeah.
When they announced them yesterday at the pep rally, there was a tremendous number of them that are seniors.
There's about 20 minutes.
Our band has been outstanding. They've won competitions, and it's just great. It's been a great fall. You know, I just want us to enjoy it as a community. It's a unique time of the year. There's a little bit of coolness and crispness in the air.
And it didn't rain a drop last night.
Right, until after the ball game, and it's apparently rained all night long. I went to bed 1:30, it was raining. I got up at 5:45 this morning, it's raining. Yeah, so apparently it's rained all night long. And so, guys, thank you all, our seniors, our senior class. The student body is awesome. I'm telling you, they're awesome. They have been there. They stand during the whole ball game. May drive some of us older people crazy to have to sit by them. I don't know. They play music over there. The band and them play music. It's just been a great atmosphere. It's a lot of fun. And my hat's off to this senior class, whether they play football or whether they're part of these other organizations or they're just student leaders.
Yeah.
It's a great year at Tullahoma High School.
It sure is. And just remember, folks, after today's show, right here in just a minute, senior night we'll show you senior night, and make your way to Maplewood. You know, we don't get these opportunities, but they come along every now and then. And let's make all out of it we can, and let's see just how far we can go with a great coach, a great staff, and an outstanding bunch of young men playing Wildcat football for Tullahoma, Tennessee. We'll see you next time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's contest between your Tullahoma Wildcats and Giles County. Tonight is also senior night, where we recognize senior football players, cheerleaders, band members, parents, and representatives. We will start tonight with our senior football players. Number 3, Race Marin, son of Cindy and Ray Marin. Number 4, Sam Brock, son of Jan and Craig Brock. Number 8, Matthew Ross, son of Libby Ross and Sean Ross. Number 9, Bryson Cole, son of Lynn and Lydell Cole. Number 10, Caleb Stroop, son of Jody and Jeff Stroop. Number 16, Peyton Howard, son of Vicki Howard and Kevin Howard. Number 17, Bailey Clark, son of Lucinda and Mike Clark. Number 21, Kobe Burks, son of LaShawn and Maurice Burks. Number 23, Cameron Halliburton, son of Kenyona and James Parker. Number 24, Chavez Harden, son of Walter Harden. Number 26, Samari Lane, son of Tara Lane, grandson of Urban Lane, and number 52, Ty Cox, friend of the Lane family. Number 27, Jared Seaborn, son of Teresa and Lynn Seaborn. Number 40, Anthony Barsotti, son of Paul Barsotti. Number 50, Paul Henry, son of Tamara and Brian Henry. Number 61, River Jenkins, son of Pam and Shannon Jenkins. Number 76, Colton Morris, son of Angie and Dennis Morris. Number 81, Anthony Wonder, son of Ann and Frank Wonder. Number 84, Jackson Cantrell, son of Jacqueline Cantrell and Neil Bills. Number 85, Jacob Uline, son of Julie and Kevin Uline. Manager, Lillian King, daughter of Judith King, accompanied by Philip King. Your senior Tullahoma High School football players, ladies and gentlemen. Your senior cheerleaders, Katie Barfield, daughter of Tracy and Gary Barfield. Cameron Blazer, daughter of Connie Hodges, Ty Blazer, and Zach Hodges. Corinne Cole, member of the All-State Cheer Team, daughter of Corey and Frank Cole. Madison Doherty, daughter of Chelsea and John Doherty. Catherine Evans, granddaughter of Dorothy Kessler, also accompanied by Troy Bisbee. Jennifer Kamen, daughter of Terry Flagler. Maggie Parton, daughter of Leanne and Chad Parton. Mandy Pham, daughter of Vivian Pham and John Lee, granddaughter Home Dome. Mackenzie Sells, daughter of Candace Sells and Sam Sells. Caroline Whitt, daughter of Amy and Andy Whitt. Ladies and gentlemen, your senior Tullahoma High School cheerleaders and family. Your senior Tullahoma band members, Gabe Berber, Johnny and Julie Berber. Willow Carter, Chris and Lisa Carter. Emily Coker, Thomas Coker, and Caroline Stokes, and Renee and Steve Bates. Sydney Ellis, Tanya Ellis, Hannah Emmett, Richard and Natalie Emmett. Aaliyah Gann. Parents, Kelly and Ed Lawson and Greg Gann. Alex Goodwin. Parents, Randy and Dawn Goodwin. Montana Hillis. Father Dave Law, Sister Mercedes Hillis. Caleb Jones, parents Michael and Becky Jones. Salem Napick, escorted by Lori Reed and Leanna Napick. Amelia Coates, escorted by Richard and Natalie Emmett. Oliver Rawson, parents Thomas and Stephanie Rawson. Daisy Lott, escorted by her grandmother, Linda Lott. Emily Mansfield, parents James and Lisa Mansfield. Bethany Nassliger, parents Arlen and Marcy Nassliger. Kelly Nugent, Tan and Tina Nugent, parents. Haley Overholser, father Brian Overholser. Sydney Grace Pendergraft, parents Brian and Angela Pendergraft. Emily Perry, parents Teddy and Melissa Perry. Sarah Ponder, parents Jason and Tammy Ponder. Caleb Potok, parents Jamal Carter and Michelle Potok, escorted tonight by Angela Pendergraft. Asher Red, parents Jason and Felicia Red. Allison Reddycott, parents Christopher and Cynthia Reddycott. Dylan Sanders, parents Tim and Kim Sanders. Garrett Sanders, parents Philip and Kelly Sanders. Zach Shealy, parents Joseph and Tanya Shealy. Ethan Scherer, parents Travis and Christy Scherer. Sarah Smithson, parents Eric and Amy Smithson. Ladies and gentlemen, your Tullahoma High School senior band members. Now your senior Marine Corps Junior ROTC members. Cadet Jason Tyson, walked out by Neil and Nicole Tyson. Cadet Colonel Jordan Reese, walked out by Mrs. Tierney. Cadet Evan Ashby, presented by Mike and Andrea Parton. Cadet Major Abigail E. Oliver, the daughter of Stacy Oliver.
You better get to work up there. Make him work there,
Cadet Ward.
They're going to win by at least 28.
Escorted by his parents. Ladies and gentlemen, your senior Marine Corps Junior ROTC.
They're going to win by at least 28.
Once again, ladies